Dear warrior friends, let me tell you what is the situation from yesterday to today. In particular, this particular religious church is called temple in Chinese. They call it an assembly hall. At the very top of the assembly hall, there are 21 elders. Let's call it the council. At the Presbyterian Church, we had made this appointment for a long time. In the past 2 years, this is the 4th time I met them. I'm deeply impressed. So for the first 2 times, basically, I was the one who carried on the conversation. The way they look at me, the body language, and their opinions upon us, that's really... Dear warrior friends, you really have not been to this environment or experienced these things. Really, it is hard to use words to convey to you guys. On the Fifth Avenues, arguably is one of the world's greatest religious organizations, one of the most mysterious, one of the most secretive organizations in the world. When I tell people what the Communist Party is all about, everyone else is investing heavily. When they talk, they just don't mention the Chinese Communist Party. So I reminded him at that time, you should separate the Chinese Communist Party from Chinese people and China. Until last time, the 3rd time, they really paid attention to that. They have separated, but each has its own information system, so for the impact of the exposed revolution of the past 2 years, they have a lot of investment. Recently, especially the committees of the president in danger, they tried to persuade among the various branches of these elders. These branches are huge, all kinds of branches of the organization. On Thursday, there was a meeting at the Manhattan of the committees present in danger. This time, there were a lot of medias, and the numbers were different. We can tell you a secret. A lot of people of the secret committees and executive committees came to this meeting. Someone perhaps sitting in the back stayed low-key. But maybe he is the most powerful person. Among them is one of the 21 elders. When I met them yesterday, I asked them first. I said, you guys are so powerful, so influential. In this room, you have controlled trillions of dollars. And I said, what is going on in China right now at 8 or 9 o'clock? What is the CCP doing? No one said a word. When I said this, remember that there are 2 powerful positions in foundations and the religious organization. One is called officers, the one who signs everything. For example, the officer of the Rule of Law Foundation is very important. He deals with the tax declaration and other things. Don't always look at chairman, Steve Bannon and Kyle Bass are not the most important ones. The second, the secretary of the foundation is the most critical. Let's call it the Secretary General. The Communist Party of China, they have a name for that, the Secretary General. So the secretary of the Presbyterian Church and the other mysterious parties were sitting there. I asked them, why don't you tell me what happened?
有时候法治基金那个 officer 是非常重要的，他向报税机关啊 RS 去报税啊，这个人是关键的。你别老看他主席是谁，史蒂芬·班农、凯尔巴斯，这不是最重要的。第二个就是那个秘书，基金会的秘书是最关键的。宗教组织他是运行者，咱们叫秘书长。共产党啊，中国还叫秘书长啊，叫秘书长。所以那个秘书长他那个秘书啊，这个长老会的秘书和这个另外什么那个记什么会的啊，那个 officer 都在那边。我说你说发生什么
？Let's begin today. I said that before I had the meeting here, I had to ask the 2 people who tried to persuade me to participate in the committees of the president in danger. I asked them about these questions. They gave me the answer. We don't know. I said that right now in Qingdao, what is going on there? They're conducting a military exercise in Qingdao. A few years ago, I said it was 360 aircraft. This year, it was 80. As far as I know, a total of 39 aircraft have just been updated, including the domestic ones. Last time, 100 submarines and ships. This time, 20 submarines. They went to check it out immediately because they couldn't bring their cell phones or any other electronic devices with them. So they went out right away to verify that. And I said, One Belt and One Road conduct meetings in Beijing. What are they doing there? I said, I will tell you what is One Belt and One Road propaganda is. Do you have any idea? I don't know. It's not reported here. I told them briefly. I said that I'm going to tell you because neither your Western medias or people like you in the West know what they're doing at this very moment. Or you always find out after what they have done. If like this, you will always be the loser. Does it make sense?
永远是输家。有道理不？
Second, let me ask you a question. In 2018, the CCP printed. We should show you that video. That video is very influential in the world. This video is produced by our warrior friend. It is really great. Has a great impact in the world. When they came to see me, pretty much everyone is holding the videos or printed out the copy version of that. As far as I know, many leaders from many countries, they printed it out and hung it on the wall. When I said $28 trillion in currency, how much is it today? Oh, I see. $32 trillion. And then they said, well, Japan is twice of their GDP. And then the United States is 2.8 times, 3 times, 2.5 times. Then China such and such. I said, okay. Now, since you said that, I will move on to the next question. What are the real reserves and the GDP that the CCP is talking about? Everyone says 3.5. GDP is not what they think it is. These information channels are very accurate. And then how much money these currencies have overseas? About how much money? Then I ask them, now, what is the best way to crush the Chinese Communist Party? They said 3 strategies. And then they asked me that, what are you really going to do with the Rule of Law Foundation? We need you to clarify that. Just tell us in 2 sentences. I said that we had numerous meetings in the last month. And last night I said we were all having meetings in the late evenings about Rule of Law Foundation. These people are going to donate a lot of money and will support the Rule of Law Foundation. I said, we met many times. We tell you now how to deal with the Chinese Communist Party. We have 2 moves. The first one I said, remember, is to take the firewall down or take down the firewall. Just like Reagan did when he stood on the wall in Berlin and said, take the wall down. Our slogan is to take down the firewall. The second one is to stop investment to CCP. I didn't say to stop investment to China because right now the majority of the enterprises are state-owned. So just these 2. I said they will be absolutely screwed. Then everyone applauded. In the future, our Rule of Law Foundation, these 2 sentences will be our slogan.
现在绝大多数企业是国营企业，就这2条。我说绝对他妈完蛋了。哇，大家鼓掌。我说我们未来的法治基金就这2句 slogan。Take down the firewall. Stop investment to CCP. 就这2句话，获得巨别。
I have received a lot of applause. I believe my speech will bring many big donations to the Rule of Law Foundation and the society. Of course, we don't know the result yet.
社会啊，会捐大钱啊，我相信影响深远。当然了，现在还不知道结果啊。
Support Rule of Law Foundation is a way of helping yourself in the future. 支持法治基金就是支持中国人民的未来。Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. The Voice of Kwok Media.